Avowed sequel cancelled as Obsidian focuses on a new Fallout game. Oh, just this part here. Avowed sequel cancelled. Good. Honestly, good. Avowed was fucking garbage. Absolute garbage. That game never should have happened. I did not like it. I really did not like it. I don't know anyone that liked Avowed. I've heard some praise for it, but I've never heard anyone say Avowed was good. All I've heard was, oh, maybe it's not quite as bad, but no, it is. Now, this is wild, all right, because this is in the same week that Xbox has come out and they said, look, we're cutting down 1,600 jobs and we're going to cut down 3,200 by the end of the fiscal year. And there's a lot of back and forth going on with, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'm here to tell you that while it sucks that a lot of people have to lose their jobs, ultimately it was inevitable and it is probably a good thing overall. For the strength of the industry and for everything to go forward, this had to happen, unfortunately. But if we're going to be brutally honest here, most of those people never should have had jobs because those jobs should not have existed in the first place. But that's getting a little bit too far away from the subject. And then we saw that Obsidian lost, 25% of their workforce, which, that's a sizable amount. So in a new report from Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, the Californian studio will begin working on a new game in the popular Fallout franchise. With a new Fallout game now being its focus, Xbox has also cancelled the planned sequel to Avowed. Okay, this is the definition of make or break. You are in a shit place. You've had Outer Worlds 2, Avowed, and Grounded 2. Those were your last 3 games. But when it comes to Fallout, when people think of Fallout, one of the first things that comes to mind is New Vegas. And who made New Vegas? Obsidian. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, but Lethal, most of the people that made New Vegas aren't there anymore. Well, let's continue. So, with a focus on Fallout, Josh Sawyer will lead the development of the new game. What this game will be in this universe, however, is currently unknown. Yes, you heard that correct. Previously, Sawyer had been directing a role-playing game, and that was similar structure and thematically to Fallout, but was not part of the franchise. This won't be the first time Obsidian as a studio has worked on Fallout. Obviously, they did New Vegas back in 2010, was developed with the studio with Bethesda serving as publisher, and Sawyer was also the director of that title. They have the same director coming back that did Fallout New Vegas. You have my attention now. With that said, I'll throw out some cynicism here. This would not be the first time that we've seen the director from that game that you loved 15 years ago comes back and puts out a game now and you go, what the fuck happened there? This would not be the first time if it goes wrong. But this is it. This is make or break for Obsidian, okay? If you can put out a good Fallout game, right? If you can put out something that rivals New Vegas, okay? I think you'll be forgiven in a lot of aspects. I do think that's a good chance of happening. Especially dropping Avowed 2 to do a new Fallout game, who knows? And the other thing as well, this could... Well, Bethesda is Bethesda-ing. Who knows by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out? We still have to get Elder Scrolls 6 out before we can get a new Fallout 5, right? And honestly, it looks to me like Todd Howard is more invested in the Fallout show, which, I personally don't like. But this could be something in the middle going, hey, while we're working on Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6, in the meantime, here's another spin-off from the studio that gave you Fallout New Vegas. You guys like Fallout New Vegas, but I'm Todd Howard and we will never acknowledge that. But I think you understand the point I'm getting at. This could be a good little thing or potentially a huge thing to hold off the Fallout players such as myself, who are like sitting here jonesing for a good Fallout, and no, I will not go and play Fallout 76. You can lick my asshole. That's just not going to fucking happen, right? This is potentially huge. Potentially fucking huge for them, okay? But there's something here that just blows my mind about this. Again, I did not like the Fallout show. I really did, and I thought Season 2 was an abortion. I cannot deny that, especially during Season 1, it was popular. We saw the Steam charts, we saw the discourse. In a sense, Fallout was back. Why the fuck did you not announce a new Fallout game then? When the fires were burning brightly, why did you not announce a new fucking Fallout game then, you silly ass bitches? Probably because there wasn't the bloodbath at Xbox at the time and they had to kick everything into gear. Okay, so, as mentioned, with the new focus, the decision to cancel the in development Avowed sequel. Good, Avowed sucked. According to Schreier, the game's development was going well and was on track to be announced within the next year. The other thing with this as well, right, is the bubble has burst. I don't think there's any denying that anymore. All the people that wanted to put their heads in the sand and blah, 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 everything's fine, everything's good. You just saw 1,600 people lose their jobs like that. We just saw 4 studios fucking get sold off and moved, right? We can't deny it anymore, okay? You can't. It's too out in the open now, right? Unfortunately, we are at a stage now where I feel the idea of experimentation is going to have to be reined in. Which is a problem in its own, because every now and then you get something you go, whoa, that was pretty different and out there. And you can respect that, even if you don't like it. But we are now in a stage where we have to bet on more surefire things. What's a surefire thing? A new Fallout game. A new Elder Scrolls game. I would have said a new Halo game, but that's not so much a surefire thing. The point is, something like a new Fallout game, despite people like me and my cynicism towards the new Fallouts, can't deny, man, that Fallout will get eyes and it will probably get sales. Same with Elder Scrolls, right? Why do you think Witcher 3 getting a DLC 10 years later still intrigues people? Same type of stuff. In fact, I would argue there's more interest in Witcher 3 DLC than all of Witcher 4, but that's a whole other fucking topic. Earlier this week, Xbox announced its largest single layoff in the company's history, which we just talked about before. Of course, we streamed that live over on Gronking. Ah, man, this truly is a fork in the road. I really, really, really want a new Fallout game to be fucking good. Like, just give me a proper good Fallout game. The other thing as well is with these layoffs, ZeniMax got their fucking butthole blown out of their mouth. We're debating if this counts as a rim job or a blow job. That's how bad it went, right? I'm of the belief that Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online are fucked now, okay? They've lost so many people, and there was this big push from Asher saying, hey, we're coming in and we're going to focus more on big IP franchises. That means a new Fallout game, which is just here, and a new Elder Scrolls game, which has broken the Bruno Sammartino record. These games have to come out, and they have to come out relatively soon as well. Now, the other thing as well is I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, doesn't that mean it's going to be rushed? Yeah, it does. You know what else was rushed? Fallout New Vegas. We'll see. We shall see.